Here's some more of what I'm calling my miscellaneous shelf. We started off last time with Volume 1 of the Norton Anthology of Modern and Contemporary Poetry. So we'll move down. And next, Thackeray's Barry Lyndon. The Revenge of Thomas Eakins by Sidney Kirkpatrick. Samuel Butler's Erewhon. Tadeusz Borowski's This Way for the Gas, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Marlowe's Complete Plays. The Complete Works of Saki by Saki or H.H. Munro. Martin Eden by Jack London. Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. Volume 2 of the History of Christianity, which covers the Reformation to the present day, by Justo Gonzalez. Medoc Alley by Naguib Mahfouz. Thomas G. Pavel's The Poetics of Plot, The Case of English Renaissance Drama. Thomas Hardy's The Woodlanders. Francis Hodgson Burnett's The Secret Garden. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harry Beecher Stowe. Heritage and Hellenism, The Reinvention of Jewish Tradition by Eric Bruin. This is volume 2 of what you saw earlier, which is Simon Montefiore's 2-volume biography of Stalin, The Court of the Red Tsar. R.F. Foster's biography of William Butler Yeats, A Life, The Apprentice Mage. Another biography of Yeats by Keith Aldrich called The Man and the Milieu. Faulkner's The Hamlet. Anne Bronte's The Tenant of Wiltful Hall. Edward Schillebeck's The Church, The Human Story of God. Paul de Man's Blindness and Insight, Essays in the Rhetoric of Contemporary Criticism. The Good Soldier Svek by Jaroslav Hasek. A volume of autobiography by John Ruskin. This one is called Praeterita. Isaac Bashevis Singer's In My Father's Court. The Next Christendom by Philip Jenkins. And Donna Fleur and Her Two Husbands by Jorge Amato. The Ogre by Michel Tournier. One in the multi-volume biography of Picasso by John Richardson. This is the one from 1917 to 1932. Cry the Beloved Country by Alan Paton. The Judges of the Secret Court by David Stackton. Corinne by Corinne or Italy by Germaine de Stael. Modernity at Large by Arjuna Padarai. Records of Shelley, Byron, and the Author by Edward John Trelawney. A couple of Gissing novels, The Odd Women and New Grub Street. Arnold Bennett, sadly not read nearly enough today, The Old Wives' Tale. A couple of novels by Sharon Pinman, the historical novelist, The Reckoning, and When Christ and His Saints Slept. Let me see if I can turn on this. Might help a bit. Maybe a little bit. The Seven Pillars of Wisdom by T.E. Lawrence. The Century of Revolution, 1603 to 1714 by Christopher Hill. The Code of the Woosters by P.G. Wodehouse. Sheridan Le Fanu's Uncle Silas. Alpha and Omega, some short stories by Isaac Rosenfeld. Dance to the Music of Time. This is the fourth movement, or the fourth volume in Anthony Powell's series. A couple of books by another more than one volume biography of Boswell, The Early Years from 1740 to 1769 by Frederick Pottle, and then The Late Years 1769 to 1795. I think I already showed you a copy of this, but I actually have two. Tom Paine in Revolutionary America by Eric Foner. Oliver Cromwell by Peter Gaunt. Verdicts Out of Court by Clarence Darrow. Captain Sir Richard Francis Burton by Edward Rice. The Female Quixote by Charlotte Lennon. The McDermotts of Ballycloran by Anthony Trollope. The Buddenbrooks by Thomas Mann. Ralph the Heir by Anthony Trollope. The Three Clerks by Anthony Trollope. And This Boy's Life by Tobias Wolff. A couple of more reference-y things. The Encyclopedia of the Middle Ages. The Oxford Illustrated History of the Crusades. A History of Venice by John Julius Norwich. Speak Memory by Nabokov. Billy Bathgate, I think, which I might have also already shown you. John Dos Passos' entire USA trilogy. Dr. Criminale by Malcolm Bradbury. Two novels by Robig Relay. This is Jealousy and In the Labyrinth. The Plumed Serpent by D.H. Lawrence. Dr. Wardle's School by Anthony Trollope. Cousin Henry by Anthony Trollope. A Medieval View of Christendom, Popes from the Ghetto by Joachim Prince. Norbert Elias's very important The Civilizing Process. A book from one of my former professors, Colleen Grissom. This is called A Novel Approach to Life. The American Intellectual Tradition, Volume 1, 1620 to 1865, and then Volume 2, 1865 to the present. Western Civilization, Recent Interpretations from Earliest Times to 1715. It's Volume 1. And then we have 1715 to the present, Volume 2. Daniel Borston's The Image, A Guide to Pseudo-Events in America. The Bull from the Sea by Mary Renaud. Shalom Aleicham's Wandering Stars. And Philip Roth's Literature in the Sixth Sense. A few just freestanding here. This is The Deconstructive Turn, Essays in Rhetoric, The Rhetoric of Philosophy by Christopher Norris. Under Fire by Henri Barbusse. Outer Dark by Cormac McCarthy. And to round out this bookshelf and this video, we have, which volume is this? This is volume 2. I have one around here somewhere, of Paul Tillich's Systematic Theology.